Jazz here to do a Divine Masculine check-in. I just did a Divine Feminine reading, which was quite harsh, actually, to be honest. Excuse me, I'm really warm today. I always get really warm, so I don't layer up heaps. I'm actually really warm when I channel, so. And it's winter pretty much now here in Melbourne. Anyway, yeah, so the reading for the feminines was really interesting. Go and have a look if you want to read it, if you want to see it. And I'm just getting started with this one now. There's a bunch of cards that have come out. And I'll start. So I don't pull the card up unless I need to, or I feel drawn. So we've got the Knight of Wands here. And the Knight of Wands is about taking action. With a new passion. He's not the Page of Wands anymore. He's shifted into the Knight of Wands energy. He feels alive again. He's got a newfound enthusiasm, I'm hearing. A newfound enthusiasm for the feminine, for life, for his life, for his future. And again, the messages that came through for the feminines are applicable for the masculine as well. It shouldn't be based on, the happiness should not be based on your career or your income, and of course all of that affects it, but basically they're saying that don't do something just because it earns money or because it's a good opportunity. You know, it needs to be something that you really love to do, and I know it might take a while to find that, but take that time if you can. Don't rush into something. So you guys are taking action in terms of your mind space being a little bit different, your emotional space being a little bit different. The Judgment card is here, and I feel like that self-judgment is disappearing. Overcome any obstacle. Yeah, so that self-judgment is disappearing, and you're coming into this Page of Cups energy. There's cards here that have been coming out for a while. We've got the Ten of Wands and the King of Wands here as well. So we've got the Knight of Wands and the King of Wands. So I feel like you're moving into this King of Fire, King of Wands energy, and the Ten of Wands is really, which has come out in previous readings, really ramping up the downloads, the self-love I'm hearing. We've got the Self card here, and we've got the Mother. I feel like the masculine is reflecting on his mum at the moment, or has been. Taking care of himself, taking care of her, taking care of. And we've got the Crone here as well. So that's, I feel like an older energy, an older lady energy, such as like a grandmother, or it's a very wise person. It could be a friend. There's a real celebration of the feminine energy happening for a lot of the masculines I'm hearing. I think that they're actually happy to start getting some validation and some recognition for where they come from, because as a species, humans aren't very different from each other, and just because you're a woman does not make you very much different to a man. Each sex or gender or energy, each incarnate, can possibly be an absolute bastard or a really amazing person. What determines that is the individual. And I feel like what needs to happen is the masculine aren't really happy with the feminine being so blind. She's got a blindfold on and she's holding her mask in her hands, and the mask is asleep, basically. It's like, what's happened? Where's our soul gone? The masculine are having a perspective change with the Hanged Man here. But everyone, this has been, everyone's sort of giving him a really hard time. Doesn't look like they're cheering him on. It actually looks like they're sort of yelling at him. And I feel like the feminine's been doing this while the masculine is there just trying to, hey, I'm just trying to get a different perspective here. Just give me a bit of time to get my head around this. Sorry, I've got this cough that I notice is actually not very active unless I'm actually doing my readings now, which is quite annoying, and it flutters and it makes me want to cough, but that's part of it. It's part of it. You might see other readers have issues with their throat chakra, which mine croaks all the time. This is why I have to drink all the time. Yeah, so only when I'm like channeling or talking about specific things will it actually break. Yeah, it's quite interesting. But yeah, so there is a perspective change, and there's going to be victory, and with this strength, the masculine are overcoming any obstacle. And some of those obstacles can be due to the feminines. Many. Yeah. And so with the divine masculine, the advice is to act as if. So the chameleon sort of blends in with whatever's around him as a way of coping with circumstances, but this isn't going to work anymore. The chameleon, you actually need to change. So you can't just be blending in with your surroundings anymore. You need to actually, you need to actually follow your intuition and follow your heart, because spirit has a plan. So it's all, and when I say spirit has a plan, it means it's all set out for you. It's going to, they want me to read the King of Fire a little bit, not the whole thing, don't worry, but I'm just going to see what comes out of the book with the King of Fire to see, because it's, and we've got the line here with the strength, and then we've got the third eye. So there's the line at the bottom of this card, and then we've got the third eye with up the top here, and then we've got the strength card with the line as well. So there's that strength symbology there. So let's just see. Here we go, straight away. Proactive, dauntless, inspirational, vital, powerful, passionate, charismatic, and involved. Ground and focus your passion. Be more than an ideas person. Remain involved from start to finish. Every leader is part of a team. Delegate. Respect your position by respecting others. Be dauntless, which means don't let anyone daunt you. Don't let anyone dim your light. Show your appreciation. Keep your temper in check. A lot of you are starting to hold your tongues and be patient and wait and see what happens, which is really awesome. And in that energy, you can overcome any obstacle, and you will, yeah, and it did say to focus on the passion of, and which is what we've been talking about. So I'm not going to carry on for much longer with this one. I don't feel like there's much more to say, but I'm just going to see if there's anything that the Divine Masculine actually wants to ask. Where I'm actually going with this reading is that the feminines have some work to do, masculines. And of course, masculine energies do too, but the divine masculine energy is sort of cottoning on, and it is being rolled out. And the divine feminine were basically told they would get left behind if they didn't catch up. So yeah, for masculines, the Six of Cups has come out, which is a really beautiful, nostalgic soulmate connection card. And then we have the Nine of Wands, which was in reverse. And I feel like that's because this bear and this fight has been dropped. There's no threat anymore. You're doing really well, guys. Let me just see if there's anything else. I keep hearing, confidence man, don't you know I'm in a band? Why is that coming through all the time? Follow your heart, masculines. If you want to be in a band, go and be in a band. Have respect with your choices and respect the people around you. But know that if you act with respect, you can't go wrong. So, I'm just going to get one last card because I feel like use your mind wisely. Yeah, and we did get, sweet results await. So, and this little pig and this little bumblebee are both flying. The pig can fly. He's got wings. Look how beautiful he is. The little piggy. A rebirth is assured. Do not worry about that, guys. You are on the right track. Talk to you soon. If you want to read